doing these type of talking about gods thing, it kind of got me the feeling of when we used to do what was it again? Opinions of legends, something like that. So I guess that's one of the many gifts we're bringing back, apparently, because once again, this month is just really, really big on YouTube for us. Because of course, it had to go completely overboard. Like I know how important like Halloween is, especially for me, as well as Christmas and well, a smidge of Thanksgiving and stuff. But Jesus Christ,
Hey, Fresh.
yo,
How's it going?
just same as always.
Coolio. Hey, Butts. Who
Hello.
is? Oh, it's Lady Deadpool. Yeah, yeah. I found that out. That's kind of shocking that she voiced Deadpool, well, female version. So how's your lunch or whatever?
Pretty nice. I mean, coming home after a rainy day, like eating a sandwich with some, spicy Doritos with ginger ale, that's a good time. And watching the George Lopez show, that's even a good time.
Well, you got lucky because it's sunny, bright out, and it's warm. So, and I'm sorry that I couldn't make it in time for yesterday. Because at Fulton, I felt they have really good deals, and my mom had a certain coupon, so she went overboard. Then we went to GameStop, got a couple things. Then went to Dollar Tree, she got a bunch of things plus Halloween decorations. So that's what took so long.
I
I
did say yesterday, I don't blame you. It's not your fault.
Yeah. Um, uh, I did want to do it, but now that I had a second thought, I was kind of exhausted anyway. So, but however, I did get some good stuff. Like, have you had this cookie before?
Why do I
Huh.
feel like I remember?
What is
It's
it?
been so long since I had this as a kid because we're at a cookie aisle because we're getting certain things because of a coupon. And I noticed that I remember having these as a kid, and man, that's nostalgia trip right there. So, Finland is the great. And Fresh, did you say you wanted to use El Tigre as your profile?
Yeah.
Oh, so silly me, still in costume. Oh, let's see. Let me first get prepared. Let's see. Where did I hide that costume at? Let's see. If I remember correctly, it's in. Let's see. Like I go here and I go in section E. If that is true, because I'm like, okay. So let's see. Ah, man.
What
Fine.
happened?
I'll go search on my own. Gotta go find another one because apparently, oh no, the search picture in my files is a little bit freaked up. Or
Okay,
maybe
I'll be right back. I just gotta get the computer.
or maybe it's me not really giving them good names so I cannot remember where they at and stuff.
Oh yeah. So first, when I sent that golem gif like earlier, what was your answer to it? Because you were like you knew something.
Well, obviously, I mean, was it like Bamboozle?
No, it meant that I found out that one of our favorite voice actors actually voiced Golem a long time ago. That I
I'm
found.
sorry. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
So remember when I sent that Golem gif earlier?
Uh huh.
So yesterday I found something really cool. I found out that one of our favorite voice actors actually provided the voice of Golem in one of the video games.
And who would that be?
Well, let me show you the behind the scenes of it. I'm gonna share the link. Can you share your screen?
Just a sec. I am. Oh, wait. What the? Limited to.
What?
Oh, right. Okay, so I got to get rid of one image. Just hold on a second. Hold on. And
Oh yeah, that is a thing. Yeah.
Also, good news. Remember I told you that beyond the voice actors on my at the computer it wouldn't let me in because I kind of password, but apparently it was a glitch and I could just go through it now. See, there's Alanna Ubach and bada bing, bada boom. So it's just sticking with me.
All right. So let me.
oh,
Hold on.
reverse and rotating and stuff, and it just. Oh wait, hold on.
Mhm.
My fault. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Okay, fixed.
Yeah, that looks good. And I swear, the best part of L2 Gray is that.
Well, you could just say, all right, yeah, it is.
Yeah. And I actually have a McDonald's toy of him. And when I was little, because I actually got the El Tigre McDonald's toy from a thrift store years ago. But when I was really little, I used to have like, okay, what's that dude's name that has the red bandana, has like a all black suit? I don't know all the villains, man.
Okay, you gotta be.
Oh, are you talking about Jeff Bennett's character?
Hang on. Let me look him up because it's just so many villains. Let's see.
Yeah, there's a thing called really research or writing down.
I am researching it right now, dude. Just give me a sec.
Months.
Okay, Senor Sinestro.
Yes.
I used to have him. I think or maybe I actually do have him now as my toy box, but I lost the hat because there's a gimmick. You have a button and it just pops out the hat.
That's dumb. And Blitz. Wait, you were.
Yeah, I found it. So I'm gonna show you like two timings of this behind the scenes. So here you go.
All right.
You see a lot of familiar faces. Yeah, so the first 30 seconds of the vid.
Long before Frodo and the Fellowship, in the cold heart of the misty mountains, the ring found a keeper in the most unlikely of heroes.
Go see the others, Bilbo.
Wait for me! We first sat down to come up
Alright, then I'll go to 810.
Hobbit. We really wanted to do this storybook come to life thing.
What does it got? Works as our guide and what his intentions were with all these characters. And that was most important to us. My precious.
Wait, that's Gollum?
It's always really helpful.
Yeah, in the video game.
He looks like an alien.
What the character looks like.
Oh, wait, that was Jeremy Norris?
No.
Yeah, I was pretty shocked.
Performance on
Wow.
some type of physicality. I love doing British accents too. It makes it a lot easier.
Jim Ward.
Has come upon you all. English, you have fun with the vowels and you sing it. The goblins of the north are coming. Behold, they ride upon wargs.
You have a payoff level, which is
All right,
the
now you can pause it.
level of the book. And there's just so much action. It's very visceral, very exciting. And it's one of those things where every element of the game has been cranked up to the max. And I think most games are supposed to, kind of move over into a crescendo. And I think the final level really pays off in this game.
Wait a minute, but if you're showing me this, then that
No, in the description it would say something, right? But it doesn't show anything.
No, wait, but no, I'm a little stumped on something.
How does the music, how did this
But you can pause it now.
or something like this? How is the world of Middle Earth brought together? I make sounds.
Wolves! One was bad enough.
My strong point is sound design. That's my main creative effort.
Fire! Murder!
There's three main parts: dialogue,
What?
sound effects.
That's so you could pause it. Sorry about that. But yeah, it was cool to find out that it was Darren Norris that voiced Gollum in this game.
Yeah.
It is.
I am working on memories right now, and I had two things. Remember I told you the other day about the girl who played in Beetlejuice, that goth girl?
Yeah.
Well, her name, Lydia, is the name of the character in the movie. Her actual name is Winona Ryder, just to let you know.
Right. Oh, I know her. Yeah, she's good friends with Johnny Depp. They actually dated, but broke up early.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
And two, I added one more for the role. Auburn Bradley, the girl who played Lucy in the live-action Loud House Christmas.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
What brought this to my attention? Like, sorry for cutting you off, but with Golem, because when I went to behind the voice actors, it said that was D. Bradley Baker. But here's the thing, though: when you heard that voice, you could tell when D. Bradley Baker does that kind of noise, because it sounds like Stinkfly or like the Box Trolls for that matter.
Exactly. That's what I was about. That was exactly what I was about to mention you about that because I did
Yeah.
do an episode of D. Bradley Baker, and I was like, wait, so why the heck? Yeah, this is why I got all fed up with behind the voice actor.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh no, go ahead.
I also found out that yesterday was Jeff Bennett's birthday, so even though I was planning on doing a Ben 10 stream, I wouldn't be able to do a Jeff Bennett stream if I wanted to. So we'll do that another time next year.
Well, it doesn't have to be like on their birthdays. It could be like an anniversary of their show. So like the anniversary of Johnny Bravo when that ever comes up.
Oh, that's a good idea. I don't know what that would be.
Well, I mean, maybe there's a thing called looking it up, which I'm doing like right now and stuff. I
I'm
mean,
doing
there's
it
another
too.
one, Dexter's Laboratory, Dexter's dad, and
Oh yeah. So the first episode for Johnny Bravo was March 26th.
Oh, March. So it's next year then.
And let's see here. And for Dexter's Laboratory.
oh wait, well I mean like there is like, like, that's another one,
Yeah. So it says here the first episode aired in April 28th.
April. So that's next year as well.
Oh, so with the Penguins of Madagascar, the first episode was November 29th, 2008.
Oh, so that's something we could do next month. So I'll try to remember. I'll do a stream for that and honor for Jeff Bennett. I know it's the anniversary for that, but we'll mainly talk about Jeff Bennett.
Well, you better write it the freak down so you do remember it. I mean, if you say so.
Yeah. But also fresh. Like, of course, like with Darren's version of like Golem, it kind of sounds like Scorpion, remember?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, like, and also, what do you call it? Because I went to both of their Wikipedias, and like with these Wikipedia, it didn't say Golem, but when I went to Darren's Wikipedia, it said like Golem, and I needed more proof that it was like Darren Orson's Golem.
Yeah.
Well, internet can't get things right anymore. I mean, like it's dumb for some reasons.
I know. Yeah. I mean, they created internet for a reason. They need to create it where it can actually spit facts straight.
Yeah, like in Curious George, like these are three like firefighters, right? And there's a black firefighter. And behind the voice actors, they're so racist for doing this. They put Kevin Mike Richardson, but it was actually Jeff Venn the whole time.
What?
Oh.
Come on. You can't be serious.
I was like, what? So it's just a black character? You assume it was a black actor? No, because I knew it was Jeff Venn the whole time.
During the time where he actually got a pass. Well, that's impressive.
Yeah. But other than that, let's get ready to celebrate Alanna.
Right.
Yes, indeed. So, Fresh, how did you get introduced to Alanna?
Well, yes, for starters, yes, LT Gray / Grade Rivera, and yes, once again, one of the many instances where I learned that it was actually her and not really a young boy doing the voice, but which is impressive, and it got me much more into voice acting more. And so I just gotta say, out of all of her roles, this is her top one, and it was the reason why it became my most favorite Nickelodeon show during the time. And she brings so much hamminess and charismatic and mischievousness, picking which side to be good and evil, and I'm glad to do the episode about owning the mantle about it.
Yeah. And for my opinion about El Tigre, like I first watched it during like 2014, 2015 when they still aired it at Nicktoons, and it was really great. And like when I was still doing online school, I got the opportunity to watch all the episodes, and it was really great. Perfect.
Bingo. Good on you, man.
But yeah, it's a great. Like, there's these funny moments with him and Frida and all that. Is like every time like he fights with his family and all of that, but working together, that's the best. Especially the last episode.
Oh, right. The very last episode, like no belt, no Bruce, no Brero, where they get their superpowers back and stuff.
But instead they switch powers. Remember?
Oh yeah, they did. It was like El Tigre down. Puma, white, loco, Puma, tigre.
Yeah. uh, I do know that she plays other roles, but yeah, top role here for Tigray for like
Yes.
the show. Mhm.
Yeah. I didn't really watch the show that much, but I seen clips here and there and stuff. And when I got older, I found out how cool El Tigre is, especially because there's a Jaguar sound playing. It goes wow, wow, wow. It just sounds so cool, and I just
It's
love that sound.
badass.
I first got introduced to that sound in the movie Everest New Groove, where it played that sound. It just sounds so awesome, and that's why I liked Jaguars as a kid because of that.
Cool.
Mhm.
And I know. Moving on.
All right,
Yeah.
so this is my profile picture. And the show is called Young One, and okay, there he first appeared in the episode called "A Bros in Space," where Rick Blanco took Ben to his home planet Ravana. He chooses his siblings, and a little boy comes out. He calls him Young One. Apparently, he's a big fan of Ben 10 because of an internet thing going on. But episodes later, episode called Rook Tales. Yeah, Rook Tales, where he was escaping to Earth because a guy named Master Kundo, young one, and his sister Workshar, which I'll talk about in a little bit, to come home to Ravana because he's saying that they're portraying the ways, and young one wants his tail, or as they call it, the Beyonthak, off because he's a little bit older and hasn't come off yet. So they're trying to get off, but at the end of the episode, his tail finally came off, and when that is done, they are chosen with a name, and he calls himself Rook Ben after Ben Tennyson.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. So that's how I got really liking Alanna Ubach, mainly because of Benton Oliver's, and when I found out about the other characters, yeah, she did really good. Kudos.
All right. Yeah, and now my turn. How I got introduced to her. Like, yeah, the next comment.
Yes.
So yeah, Pound Puppies. This is how I actually got introduced to her before like watching Ben 10 or like El Tigre. Like this was the one. Like what I liked about Strudel from like, Pound Puppies, like the voice she gave, like a German accent, which was surprising.
Yeah.
And with Strudel, like, yeah, she's the smartest of the group. She uses squirrels on her team to build her inventions and all that. And yeah, she's a unique like dog character.
And I'm glad it turned out well for you.
Yep.
Thanks.
And she is not the only girl. Of course, there is oh shoot, what's that other girl dog's name? Shoot. Thank you. But yeah, they're good friends because mainly they're only girls there. But yeah, Strudel, even though some of her inventions get a little whack, she's still a great member of the team. They wouldn't get the job done without her because she even contacts like an owner for the pet, to get there in time because in their world, dogs can talk to humans and stuff, and of course they understand them. So Strudel is a pretty interesting character that Alanna voiced. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And next up, yes, Liz Allen from Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yes. One of Peter's most not really famous love interest, but apparently she is a love interest to him because
yeah. Like at first, like when I got introduced to her throughout the episodes, like finding out like who she dated before and all that, and really how like they got like bonding time with each other because Peter had to like tutor her and all that. So like at least they had like a good relationship here and there. But hey, because Peter's like Spider-Man and all that, he couldn't really keep it stable at that time.
And it was just devastating about how they like needed to break up, and she took it way over the line. And well, it's like nobody needed to hear it though, but it's just uncomfortable for me.
Huh? Yeah, and I was really surprised because in this version she actually has a brother.
Yes.
Oh, she does.
Yeah.
Yes. Like her brother. Like he takes the mantle of the villain called Molten
Man. Yeah.
Oh, I've heard of Molten Man. I got introduced to him in Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, and basically with Molten Man, like he can't really control his like his fire parts and all that. Basically, it was the Green Goblin the whole time.
Interesting. But yeah, Liz Allen is not really a suitable love interest for Peter Parker. I'll say that.
Hey, wait, look. It started out as this. Yes, she first started out as Flash's girlfriend, and then after she needed some tutoring for Peter, she developed a little bit of a crush. And then in the episode where we got introduced to Doctor Octopus fully, or like she broke up with Flash and then decided to be with Peter, and so yeah, she became decent as the series went on. Well, up until the final episode.
Yeah, she's all right. I didn't know Alanna Ubach voiced her, but she still did good.
We need more episodes and seasons, god damn it, but of course they took it away from us.
Yes.
Because reasons.
It left on a cliffhanger too, like what's gonna happen? Like seriously, like Norman Osborn got away, like now he's using a new identity and all that.
Cliffhanger, hanging from a cliff, and that's why it's called Cliffhanger. If you watched Between the Lions, you would understand that reference.
So overall, yes, Liz is my second favorite from Miss Ubach, and I thank her for that too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sonia. An episode of Ghost Molly Gee titled "The Ice Princess." There's a mysterious ice storm going on, and someone told the McGee's about a young ice skater from years ago. She was an Olympic ice skater. Of course, she lost her stuff, and I don't forget how she died and stuff. But every year, as of her loss and stuff, she goes on a rage and starts creating ice storms and stuff. And she is in ghost form. And of course, Molly, since she's friends with a ghost, tries to talk to her and stuff, trying to convince her to stop doing this and stuff. So they try to bond with her and stuff. Of course, it's not going well until her found out that Molly's father was a ice skater as well. They started skating together until he fell on top of her. But apparently she laughed as she needed that, and she forgot how much sportsmanship was important stuff. And she disappears, and along with the ice storm with her. So yeah, she was a pretty interesting character. I thought this was her only appearance, but in the last episode, she actually made a brief appearance.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Nice one. Next one. Yeah, Lady Deadpool. I was really surprised because when I first watched it from first episode from last year, I was like, and the fact that she was the only like female actor to play Lady Deadpool, like to this day, it was like really surprising. Like her first, like like what do you call her first Marvel role? Like no.
Well,
I mean,
okay, it depends on the year that it came out.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
So this was like
'cause-
from Marvel Heroes. So that's
Okay,
was
yeah, that's 2013.
yeah 2013.
Yeah,
So yeah.
and like one of her roles, like Liz, is considered a Marvel character role.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Yes,
But the fact that she has the mantle of being the first like actor to play Lady Deadpool, that was really cool of her.
it is.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I like the references. Like one of those, like "Screw you guys, I'm going home."
Yeah.
Bite my shiny metal ass. And this was a real shocker. Like Bazinga from Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, that is interesting. That they're referencing other shows. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. First, have you seen Coco?
Of course I have.
I did too. It was a good
So,
movie.
do you know who Emilda is?
Dude,
Yep.
of course I said, of course I have. You think I'm stupid?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and put it down.
Well, until I do, there's just one of the funniest ones that I think that she was in. Yeah.
Oh, yay! Yay!
Wait, what's this?
If you
Yay!
listen, yeah, okay, so yeah, Naomi from Waiting from 2005. It's a very hilarious movie which features the goldenness of the likes of Ryan Reynolds, Justin Long, Anna Faris, Louise Guzman, Che McBride, and a whole bunch of other But with Alanna, with this role, she was at her most funniest. She was just like she just had this a bit of an attitude and just dropping f bombs and other swear words and stuff. It was great.
Really?
It was funny though. I was
It
like really
was.
surprised. And when she flashed everybody, holy shit!
Yeah, it was so disgusting though. For me to see. I was like, oh, why does it have so much stuff in there? Just clean it.
Yeah, but yeah. Oh man, but it was really surprising that she was cursing the whole time.
Yes.
Oh, good times.
Yeah, like
Oh, oh my god, this makes me want to watch it again.
and of course, yes. There was also this one TikTok vine that had her say like, "Watch the effing gingers and shut the f up." Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Now we can.
Yeah. Before you give your opinion, like, yeah. When I found out she was in Coco, I was like really surprised, and the fact that like having her own singing note and all that was really cool.
Of course, and this is great for her because it did say that she is of Mexican and Puerto Rico descent.
Well, of
What
course,
makes
yeah.
sense because, yeah, it does actually makes a little bit of sense because of her accent and stuff, and the fact that she played El Tigre makes a lot of sense too.
Well, despite being like American,
Yeah.
America, fuck yeah. uh, but what I could say about her, like, I really like her design as well. It fits her.
Yes, and I also do like the fact that being really caring for her family, but I understand it's one of those reasons where it's one of those moments where you don't believe anybody where they're telling the truth. Where she was a little bit hard on Hector for abandoning the family or something like that, even though that wasn't really true. It was just being poisoned and killed and never got to make it home. Sad.
I mean, yeah, like the plot twist and everything to that movie, though, it's like, what?
Yeah. I mean, I've never seen the movie, but I've heard that that Hector was actually the family member, and that other guy was actually
A fraud,
usually like
a phony.
yeah, fraud. I was say like supposed to be like an old friend, but of course he betrayed him and stuff. Like I just hate villains like that, man.
Dang.
Hey, well, if you have a complaint, go tell it to Pixar for like, this is what happened. Why did you make Stinky Pete like a twist villain and blah blah blah?
Oh yeah, that's another like twist from like Toy Story 2. Like yeah. What do you expect?
And Lotso.
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
so-
I was just making we do know, but I was just making like, Stinky Pete, since he was the first twist, the first keyword first.
I see.
I mean, remember Monster Inc. though? That was a twist too.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So other than that, yeah, she did great in Coco. Like it was like a good movie. I first watched it in my music class.
Oh, that makes sense. Because Coco does have music, so.
And yeah, and I did have a Spanish teacher. His name was Mr. Lopez. Like, and he always makes this joke every time. He's like, "My name is Mr. Lopez, and I relate to George Lopez."
Of course he would. Oh, but what has he made a joke about Jennifer Lopez?
Nope. Because George Lopez is more like recognizable, and that's why.
Oh, well, I mean, it wouldn't make sense for Jennifer Lopez since, of course, of her famous songs like "On the Floor" and stuff.
Well, Mr. Lopez, because he was a guy, so like that's why he said George Lopez.
Okay, that makes actually makes sense.
Yep.
Okay.
Bazinga.
Okay, so this shocked me because this is around the time I got introduced to Sister Act. I finally found 2 of the movies and the third store on VHS. I got so happy to see him, and on the second one, I was curious looking at the act like, wait, Alanna Ubach? Wait, what? Holy cow! And it's hard to tell which one it was, but I looked a little bit closer, and it was her. So, and since I saw it once, I remember the character well. But Maria is like a student at a school that Whoopi Goldberg's character is doing. Like, basically, students are like, kind of like punks in a way, and Whoopi Goldberg's character, I want to like be good and all, like singing to him, make him like a choir and stuff. So that's basically it. So, but for me, having a shock to find out that Alanna was in that movie, that was pretty awesome. So that was the first, well, that first movie I saw her in, but one of the ones I saw her in, which I had no idea. But yeah, kudos for her going being in that movie. And sister act movies were really good. I finally got to see them.
Let's see. Did mine appear in the chat?
Yes, and strange minds think alike.
And I also put down too the character name.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So you want to explain the question?
Can you type the name where I put it? Thank you. Okay, so I didn't know who Alanna was back then when I first watched this, but I do know that Isabel is like a good friend of the Fockers, and because she was like a babysitter for Gaylord or / Greg, and she's a little bit of sexualized because her boobs are showing a little, and remember the little baby was like glancing at it and stuff.
I mean, a baby's got to do what a baby's got to do.
I mean, yeah, but so yeah, that's basically how I got introduced to Alanna in live action because I didn't know that was her at the time because I didn't know who she was. But yeah, she did pretty good as this character and stuff, and yeah, she's pretty memorable, and that's all I got to say. And that's how I got introduced to the movie Meet the Fockers because I didn't see Meet the Parents yet, but I saw it on VHS finally a couple years ago, and it was really good. So yeah.
The fact that she got to work with like great actors like Ben Stiller, Robert De Niro, Dustin Hoffman, and Owen Wilson, that was really cool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, Skate Lad and Rope Girl from Timo Supremo.
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember like it was yesterday. It was playing these when I was getting ready to watch Schoolhouse Rock and all this stuff. There was this preschool. There were these previews. Yeah, the previews that showcase everything nostalgic, and this was surprising. So it focused around these three kids who develop these superhero identities and fight crime and stuff. And so the leader, Captain Crandall, voiced by Spencer Brissing, who you may know from The Cat in the Hat and Shaggy Dog
Conrad.
Yes. Yeah, Conrad from Cat in the Hat. But it shocked me more that Alanna provided Skate Lad and Rope Girl, and
I like how Skate Lad was like basically Manny because this is like one of like her first like voice roles at the time before like doing El Tigre.
In fact, yeah, and I did like his catchphrase "Chica!" and because since he's like Latino and stuff, and I kind of use that word to describe the girls back in school and stuff because I was a bit of a ladies
Oh, really?
I was a ladies' man. Yeah,
I know you're a ladies' man, but I didn't expect you to do that. But whatever you gotta do, man.
And Rope Girl with her catchphrase "Whoopa!" And
yeah,
it sounds like you're saying "whooping."
Well, maybe she could have got a whip than a lasso.
What?
What?
Nothing.
What? So anyway, I'm just saying that it's one of the many unique experiences from me.
Okay, so Mr. Nutnut is Strudel's lab partner. He is a squirrel. All he makes animal noises. So it's shocking that Alanna provided those voices. So we never knew why Strudel was working with a squirrel until we get an episode where it shows a flashback of how Strudel met Mr. Nutnut. He was a baby squirrel, but later on, I got to know him better and stuff, and because back in the day when Strudel was trying to use a machine, she couldn't do it because she don't have any thumbs and stuff. But when Nutnut came along, he could do it perfectly and stuff. So that's how mainly she gets the machines working because of Mr. Nutnut and other squirrels. So that's how it all started.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff.
Okay, so Kaylee, she only appeared in one episode. She's just a little girl in a firefighter outfit, and she mainly makes sirens and stuff and wants to save the day and stuff. So that's basically it. But the other side of the plot, the Puppy crew was trying to have this dog get to her owner, but as a bit of difficulty, but finally revealed that she pretends to be a cat, and that's what Kelly liked and stuff. No matter what you do and stuff, it'd be appreciated and stuff. So that's basically it. So that's all I got to say.
Nice.
So you've seen Welcome to the Wayne, haven't you?
Welcome to the Wayne. Yeah, I have my different opinions because at the time, like, yes, this is around like Nickelodeon having like pretty like bad shows at the time. Like Welcome to Wayne was one of them because I've seen like one or two episodes and I was like, it's I was like, yeah, it was good for the cast, especially like finding out like they were bringing celebrities in. Like one of them was Alfred Molina.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Well, I never got interested in the show, but I did see commercials. But I did find out that Lena voices like the main character named Anzi Molina.
Yeah, exactly, because Alfred Molina voices her father.
Oh,
Nice.
wait, Anzi is a girl? I thought it was a boy. Okay,
He is a dude, you doofus.
That's what let's say, But I do remember like what do you call it? The commercial where like they brought Tom Kenny in to play a parody character of SpongeBob.
yeah.
Well, like yes, I did say this in his like episode last year. I give it like a 2 out of 10. Like, that's it.
Cutter, yes.
Monsters at Work.
Uh,
Another
I-
surprising one. Oh, I'm sorry. Go
yeah,
ahead.
it is surprising because I never watched it because we don't have Disney Plus. But I've seen a few roles there, and Cutter, she's basically a female version of
Mr. Wanderers.
yeah, Mr. Wine News, because she has the same body type and stuff. I don't know much of her personality, so that's
I
bit
mean,
on.
like, yeah, I don't have Disney Plus either, but yeah, I was really surprised she was in the cast. Like, of course, like, a couple of like familiar faces were trending. Of course, like John Goodman, Billy Crystal were trending. Like, that was really cool. Well, yeah, with Cutter, like, although I've known her for a short time because I didn't really watch it, she's a good character, like a new addition to the team.
Yeah.
And it's great that she's continuing to do much more awesome stuff like this, be including much more Disney and Pixar like stuff. But another role that in Monsters at Work was like when she was the voice of one of the members from Hiss, Hiss.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It was just blew me away.
Yeah, it was Rosie Levin. So apparently she got a role in the show. That's pretty interesting. After so many years from the prequel. So yeah, and also put down one in the private chat. That's from Monsters Work.
Yeah, well, I put that one too. So.
I know that voice. Oh yeah, I remember when Fresh showed me it. Like at the beginning, like she was just doing this this funny voice. Like Fresh, you should do it.
Okay, well, all I could remember is that from the part where the gods and goddesses of voice acting were explaining how they first got into voices and stuff. With Alanna, like she was like we're telling the story about some black lady, I think, and she did the voice, and she was kind of like, Alanna, I know you're not smoking a weed with a cola. You get your A over there, and a hand or something like that.
They should actually have her. Well, probably not because of the pandemic of the people voicing black people and stuff.
Well, it was not because of the pandemic. It was because of I can't say it, but I'm gonna put it in a private chat.
And don't say it out loud.
Oh, right.
Episode that. So. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, it would be funny if she did voice a black character because of that voice.
Missed opportunity.
I mean, like what I said last time when we were doing like I think a stream about Christian Shell and who was it? Philip Marley? Yeah, because they had the same birthday. Yeah, and I said to myself, you know, it would be really funny if she voiced a black character as well.
Yes.
Okay, so apparently she's another character at Monsters at Work. I also found this out when I was going to be voice actors that she's the same monster from Monsters University, where when the monsters were sneaking at Monsters Inc. and showcase her. She's got like Freddy Krueger claws and stuff, so that's basically about her. That's what makes her scarier because of her long claws.
Right. Her name was Killer Claus. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's cool that Alanna is voicing her, and yeah, that's all I got to say. Good role for her, even though I never heard her voice. Rookstar, Rook Blanco's older sister. She appeared as the same episode with Workman. Her main, well, she's just like a supporting character. She didn't really say that much and stuff. She's just there, but she had another episode appearance in episode called "While You're Away." While Workman went to get Rook and Ben back to Ravana because the incursions took over Ravana Ganders, and the only surviving members were a Rookstar and Sheriff Watson until they get hypnotized later, but they broke on a show. Then she was a main character in an episode called, like I said earlier, Work Tales, where she wants to become a plumber. That's why she left Earth and stuff. So she's mainly training. So at the end of the episode, she finally got herself to be part of the plumbers.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one, Fresh. I was about to put that, but thank you.
What?
Oh, you'll see. You'll find out.
Yeah, okay. But let's go to the. Yeah, Seeker's playing this one, Fresh.
Lola, Boa, Brandy, and Mr. Whiskers. Oh, the snake-like character. Yeah, I'm curious about her.
Yeah, all I could know is like, yeah, I've seen some episodes here and there. I might get back into it again. I'm just saying, yeah, she's a decent character, and I do like, you know, the names where you can come up with like a name to see if you can like rhyme with it or make a pun out of it or something like that. I like that.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. And Blitz, you?
Yes, I watched a little because I remember last year you were into this new show and you were showing us like, it was me and a person I can't name, but yeah, you were showing us. I was like, whoa! And the fact that you told me, hey, that's the voice of Harley Quinn, I was like, holy shit, it is.
Yes. And like, yes, Captain Chateau Dubois for like Madagascar 3 video game.
Yeah, she did really good, like with the voice. Like that's what I liked about like doubling for celebrities.
Yeah, she kind of like really did Max Francis McDermott. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, next one, Cletus from Rango.
Well, you see, it's only like a little bit of a minor thing because all he said was, "They're coming, here they come." That's it. But I did find out that she's in Rango the video game, which I don't have. I wish I did on the Wii. So there's nothing much more about Cletus except that a dude, some kind of raccoon. Not a raccoon. I don't know what kind of texture animal he is, but that's the only line I know that Alanna used as Cletus. So.
Actually, you were right. He is a raccoon.
Oh, he is? Oh, yeah. But what is the raccoon doing in the desert then?
Why don't you go complain about the people who made Rango?
Oh yeah, about Rango. Like, did you know like Johnny Depp actually did like it's kind of similar to what Tom Hanks did with the Polar Express.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean.
And
Well, like stop motion, basically. Like for
oh
Rainbow.
yeah, I do know that the movie is stop motion based. So
But I saw the behind the scenes of it, and Johnny Depp like doing the movements for like his character Ringo. Like that was really cool.
yeah. Uh.
Hey, well, I get it on my side. I don't know about y'all.
Oh
Well,
wait a
there.
minute,
What?
Christian. She was in Legally Blonde.
Well, I don't remember which character she played. So,
She played a character named Serena, if you remember her.
it's been a while since I've seen Legally Blonde. And speaking of which, I actually got another Funko Pop of Legally Blonde from GameStop. Here, let me show you. That's when she was in her bunny costume.
The cosplayers out there, nothing right.
But yeah, I don't remember our character in the movie because it's been a while since I've seen it. So I don't know how am I supposed to talk about her.
Okay, so I was just bringing it up. But overall, like these characters, like yes, they brought like everybody's childhood to like happiness and all that, and we thank Miss Alanna Ubach for like bringing our childhood to like to life and all that, especially with our top character herself, El Tigre.
Straight up.
Yes, indeed. And I wish she could do more voices in the future. Hopefully that wish will come true. Only time will tell. But kudos for Alanna. I give her 100 out of 100.
Infinity and beyond.
Yeah.